Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome to Stellaris 1.3 Leviathan Story Pack, Heinlein update, all that good fancy stuff. Just hit. It's ready to go, so let's jump right in without me rambling on. As you can see, we have some custom people here. I figure I made sure to make the blorg. They were fun to watch in the live stream, and hopefully someday we can meet them and make friends. But in the meanwhile, here is our Gaslight Empire. This is our general. This is basically me cheesing the hell out of it because we're synthetic and basically never die. So, I figured, why not? We can actually pick one more trait if we mixed things around here, which is actually pretty nifty. Like, if we made ourselves non-adaptive, we could then have one more awesome trait. So maybe we'll do that instead. Let's see, what would we want to pick as our extra thing? We could be nomadic, which would help us migrate faster, which would actually be good if, because we're playing, as you could see there, fanatic xenophiles and militarists, because I figured why not. Let's see here. What would be something cool? I am kind of thinking nomadic, because then we could really get a game going here where we could hopefully spread our species throughout the known universe. We are robots, but, you know, that could be fun. Got our logo and everything here. My one regret is that I don't have the artistic skills to give us fancy top hats and monocles and be all steampunky, because I feel that would be a bit more appropriate. Also, I guess before we jump in, let's take a quick look at some of the cool new people here. We have some humanoids. A whole bunch of new humanoids have been added in here. You have your space Vulcans or space elves, however you want to call them. You have these fellows. You have these guys who are sort of wannabe Klingons, I guess. Maybe, there's another Star Trek-y race that I'm thinking of, but I can't name right now. You have these cool people. We have some cute species added in here somewhere. Like this happy little guy right here. He seems, you know, pretty on the ball. Can't see anything in there, but there's probably what we have. Our fancy little butterflies. We have some adorable little starfish people. They also have adorable sounds, which hopefully we'll get to hear in-game. We have our fungoid people. I didn't pick up the plantoid species pack yet. I might do that someday, but I figured for the time being, no, thank you. Someday, though. Alright, let's select them. We're also, for once in our lives, we're going with mass drivers instead of our usual lasers, because I figured why not. We have a change to how the world is generated. We're gonna make a bigger map. Let's play on a spiral. Ring galaxies are cool and all, but if I recall correctly, their design kind of hinders fallen empires and certain stuff like that. And we're gonna be very different this time. We're just cranking up the maximum number of possible people that can show up. Maximum number of fallen empires. We're gonna lower the habitable worlds though, because I figure that'll be really fun. We'll make the AI somewhat more aggressive. We'll turn off clustered darts, though, you know, given how many empires there's going to be, we're probably going to meet some friends anyway. We're going to turn off advanced neighbors, because as you can see this here, having this on may result in less than the specified number of advanced darts being generated. And also this means that our game doesn't end prematurely if the game decides to screw me over by having like all 5 advanced darts be like fanatical purgers or something. Or just, you know, general bad people who are all surrounding me, and then I just get completely destroyed, which would be less than ideal. Alright, let's jump right on in, shall we? Alright, so in we go. We have our lovely Gaslight people, and we are ready to begin our adventure among the stars. We have the first armada there, we have Gaslight Prime, it's all beautiful. Let's see here, what do we want for our picks? I guess I usually like to start off with, holy cow, 71 months? My goodness. I don't normally like to rush this, but I don't like either of these two picks, so we'll go with colonies right off the bat, I guess. What is this? Ship path. This technology will lead to further advancements in the construction of larger spaceports and more powerful warships. So this is new. You can kind of get an idea of what may end up getting unlocked by doing stuff like this. And we might as well immediately work towards that. Wow, we are really slow. You know, for being robots... Ooh, what's this? New drop-down menu. Planets and sectors, leaders, factions, strategic resources, species, policies and edicts, expansion planner, ship. Oh, we're actually right at the edge of the galaxy, which works out good enough for me. Not entirely sure if I like all this stuff being in the drop-down menu. Can I, oh, it's kind of there. I don't know. To some degree, I kind of like that stuff in these tabs rather than in here. This is mostly, you know what? The reason I don't like it is because it means I have to learn everything all over again. That's my only problem. Kind of wish the ship tab was its own thing, but I'll eventually memorize these hotkeys and everything will be good. Expansion planner. We don't really have anything yet, so nothing to worry about there. Budget, demographic. Oh, we don't even have policies. I don't know. I don't know if I like this new setup here, but it's okay. It's okay. Elitism, huh? Also, in case you're wondering, plutocratic oligarchy is one of like the most powerful starting governments, and no matter what you're doing, because it gives you extra minerals and stuff, it's a really good start. As you can see here, immortal synthetics. I mean, we're synthetics. It makes sense. Sectors will build our synths as well, and we might as well encourage free thought to get that delicious, delicious science going as soon as possible. And let's also, you know, this coloring is kind of ugly. I was hoping that it would be black with a gold border, because that kind of seems like it would be nicer, but this is disgusting. And sequential name. Oh, okay, I clearly screwed up some design with the name list there, because I made a custom name list. At the very least, let's actually take a look at our leaders real quickly, Gaslight Lambda. As you can see, pretty much subscriber viewer names if you've commented, plus just a couple of mix-up thingies in there. But yeah, if you've commented on my videos, if you've watched my videos, then there's a good chance that you are now in here. Somewhere. Yes. Alright, we'll do a quick little loop here, just to see what's going on here. And eventually, of course, we'll need another sciencey ship and all that. Construction. I don't like how I designed those name lists. I should have a bit more thoroughly copied the names of... it's hideous. It's absolutely hideous, my friends. That's okay. It's okay to be hideous. But as you can see here, we don't actually grow. We have to build robots, which will make things a little bit more difficult. Oh, you have terrible names. Science ship equal sign. Which is kind of odd. I clearly screwed something up there in the design. Oh well, I don't really care about the names of science ships anyway. What are science ship names good for anyway? Absolutely nothing, that's what I say. I'm not paying attention to their names until they do something important to be worth remembering. Also, we have a new logo here, or a new icon. And strategic resources have been changed now. I believe... Well, we'll see that when we actually get to them. How about that? We'll leave that for now. Alright, we've got... Wow, what a boring and disgusting starting system we got. Of all the planets... Oh, also, I suppose another thing I forgot to mention is... Oh, nice. 20-size planet. Planets can actually be different sizes now. Legal aliens. More migration attractiveness. So yeah, good stuff. I mean, we're an awesome, awesome little race of very xenophobic people. Can't do that. We are aggressive. Citizen rights for artificial intelligence, because we are, you know, people ourselves. Migration is free, of course. Orbital bombardment is limited. Urge. Now, the one thing I never understand about this is, even if I have it set to light and people are only doing light, I still get terror bombing as a, like, penalty for other species. I'm gonna have to figure out someday what exactly terror bombing is what it really means. Ooh, discovery of alien life. What's this? The equal sign has made a startling find on Rushel 1. This planet is teeming with alien life. Nifty. Alright, let's have a look at it. What kind of alien life? Oh, just dangerous wildlife. Okay. It's a size 13 world, which is a... Oh my. Orbit, small size and high velocity. We'll leave this for now. The improbable object, which, if I recall, if we succeed, it'll turn out that's like a teacup or something. Ooh, Planetary Animalia. Okay. Alright, good stuff. Which is a reference to an actual scientific thing regarding the whole argument of the existence of God and whatnot. And, or rather, how just because you can't prove something isn't true doesn't mean it's true, or if you can't prove something's false doesn't mean it's false. Something like that. It's somewhere around. Ooh, we're maniacal. Nice. If I recall correctly, I think they made the odds of getting traits a lot higher now as well, which is good. Also, there are the Leviathans, of course, which will be fun. Ooh, nice. An arid world and a continental world. Sweet. And the continental one, we're probably going to target growing in this direction first, of course, because there is awesome sciencey stuff to do there. And by sciencey stuff, I mean large planets. So a big thing, because we have to grow our pops manually, that is going to change things a little bit for us. Because it's going to make it very important that we focus on getting our power production as high as it can go, as fast as we can. Now, I don't think we pay... Yeah, we don't really need to eat, but I don't think we also have, like, the power thing that regular synths would have to worry about, so that's good. Or do we? No, it doesn't look like it. The final crucible. What? Centuries ago, a group of radical priests and their devoted followers on Gaslight Prime broke away from the established religions to form their own church. These extremists called themselves the Final Crucible and have been responsible for many atrocities and acts of terror over the years. Clearly, they don't agree with our creators. Although they have kept a low profile in modern times, we recently learned that many of their agents have infiltrated our military. Well, that sucks. These renegades have secretly been diverting resources to the construction of a small fleet of starships at a hidden facility on Gaslight Prime. When their treachery was revealed, the cultists blasted into orbit on their ships and fled to Aphura. Where is that? Where the heck is Aphura? Oh, there's a hijacked fleet right there. How come they're stronger than me? Why is this? How? Oh, also, as you can see here, they've changed how ships work a little bit. Ooh, they're fancy and triangular. Not like my ships, which are very humanoid in appearance, generally speaking. But yeah, as you can see, we've got some changes to how... So are you just gonna sit here and... Oh, that's the actual planet. Well, if you're just gonna sit there... That's okay. For now, anyway. I suppose I should probably focus... Oh yeah, you can set rally points now as well. That's another thing. How do I set these rally points? Doesn't tell me. I'll have to look that up. We'll worry about actually doing that later. But the big thing, of course, we'll want to... Now, basically, if I recall correctly, the Prime... It'll focus on adding... new ships to, like, the nearest fleet, and if there's not a nearby fleet, then the nearest planet. Something like that. Alright, so let's build up some of these, which we can't afford. Probably won't for a while. We kind of have a terrible starting position, I'll be honest with you. That points towards interesting finds, you say. Well, let's hopefully succeed in getting those delicious finds. Incidentally, can I track... No, there's no track on map option, but that should stay there, so I'll be able to at least see it for the time being, which is good. On the Shoulders of Giants. Nifty. Deep within the center. And that's not a new event, so I'm not going to bother reading it. If it was a new event, I would have bothered reading it. We could build that, but I guess... This is going to be a bit harder for us, to be honest. Because we have to spend a lot more resources in order to produce. I thought I had this mod... Or that this mod allowed for an option for synths to grow naturally. Maybe that's once we upgrade or something. But we can't just magically reproduce, I guess. We have to be built in our little assembly lines. Which, unfortunately, is going to take a long time to do, unfortunately. So... We are in a bit of a rough position when it comes to production, because we have a crap starting area, and since we don't manually grow, it does make it a little bit harder for us. But, you know, it's a bit of a harder start, and that never killed anyone, did it? Probably not. So, lots of cool new stuff here. I mean, we're going to have... Yes, we're of course going to do that. We have some things to do when it comes to the whole Fallen Empires are going to be different. We have a whole bunch of new balance changes. Various wildlife is going to be different now in how it interacts with us. Let's look at the planet here. This guy's still being built. And I guess we'll build this. I suppose it might be a more pressing concern to build up our infrastructure before we take on this ship. I mean, it might be more important, but I feel it would be better for us. How did they get this better equipment is my question. Like, if they have tier 2 energy doohickeys, why do I not? Why do they have lasers when I have guns?
Anomaly found.
These are my questions. How does this happen? Picking up life signs, huh? That could be interesting. Could be nothing, but it could be something interesting. And once I have the resources, I am going to build another ship. Oh, we can actually build another ship now. I think... Oh, shite. Really? Really? Come on. There was a critical failure. Of course it was.
Complete.
Well, that sucks. The sigh. Well, I guess we'll just rock one science ship for now. I mean, since everyone's immortal anyway, I guess influence is not going to be a particular problem for us, for the most part. Alright. I mean, this is a pretty good system we've got going here. I mean, it's got energy, it's got minerals. It's much better than our own starting world, which just has a measly free engineering. Though engineering is pretty important, so we shouldn't knock it. Alright, we are about the same. They have a slight edge, but they have an admiral. They do. Which may actually be where some of their extra power is coming from. I forget whether or not that's something that's actually calculated. Yeah, I guess this could be good. Alright. Yeah, it seems to have bumped up our power, so we're about the same as them. I feel it would probably be a good idea to make sure we have at least one more ship than they do, just to make sure
Anomaly found.
we are at our best. Toxic and lifeless world. By a moderately advanced pre-space civilization, the ruins of their cities are still strewn across this earth. Oh, that's sad. They died out. We were so close to friends, and we didn't even know it, but now they're dead.
Complete.
Oh, also an important thing I forgot to mention is they've changed how the world wheel thing. I should have looked at that, but basically now there's two new types of planets, and it's basically divided into 3 categories based on, it's like climate and wetness or something like that. So you can have like dry, wet, or something like that. Or is it 9 planet types? However many planet types there are. They added new planet types, and it's made things different and cool and exciting and so on and so forth. Wait, 174. Oh, I don't know. I thought for a minute. I don't know why. I just forgot that these guys were at 190 for some reason, even though I know for a fact they were only at 130 something. I guess we should watch the combat. That would probably be a good idea.
Station under attack.
Aha! Nuclear devastation. Let's see. It's revealed that it used to be a pristine continental planet with a mild climate as little as 1,000 years ago. In stark contrast, the atmosphere today is extremely toxic, surface highly irradiated, and the world has long since lost the ability to support life. Detected signs that the planet was the scene of an incredibly destructive thermal nuclear war waged between factions of a relatively advanced indigenous pre-space civilization. That is so sad. Alright, let's go back to watching the killing over here.
Construction ship under attack.
Alright. Okay, issue special project, board the Cultist ship. Gotcha. Valiant Space Forces. Wait, did I lose any ships in that? I don't think I did. Let's see. We have to sail the ship, a Cultist Armada. If I recall, this is actually a really good event that leads to getting early access to some really powerful weapons. I think including Tachyon Lances. Wow, we actually didn't lose anything. I am impressed. Alright, so... Alright, you go here. I guess I'll just build another I can't build another science ship because I'm too poor. Of course I am. Alright, let's do some research, and then we'll do this, And we'll do the special project. Where do I find special projects? Situation log, of course. Track on map, and we'll wait until we get into orbit, and then we'll do it. Alright. We should get some good research out of that. Oh, contact report remnants. Intelligent life taunts with pointed absence, reads a popular Newsnet post on Gaslight Prime. I can't read today. The people of the Gaslight Empire are apparently finding some humor in the fact that lower forms of alien life are now a matter of public record, but potential equals from other stars continue to elude us. Science officer DC Crazes report on the traces found on Zeldra Free seemingly only add an ironic twist to the situation. That's unfortunate. We want to have all the fancy life and cool stuff going on here. Oh, I can actually build another guy now. Which I feel I'm gonna mostly focus on getting our energy up so that we can keep building more units at a relatively rapid pace. I mean, normally I would... Actually, we're getting 10 a month, so it's actually not that bad. Why is this ticking down? What's going on here? They've changed something, haven't they? Something I'm not quite understanding. Why is it ticking down? Is it like only spending resources? Something weird is going on here. Things are not working. Or it's spending resources on rebuilding the ship, isn't it? That's what's happening. Of course it is. Alright, sciencey ship. And then research project once you're done. Alright. So we'll get this, then we'll get this. Cool stuff. At least that's what I hope. I'm really disappointed in the starting system, though. But at least we got a size 20 homeworld. Wait, what was that? I saw tachyon lances in here for some reason. Red lasers, space torpedoes, fusion power, physics research, engineering research. Good stuff. Alright, you, sir. Why can't I... Why can't I click on you? Or do I have to... No. Here. Okay, what seems to be the problem? Why can I not click on you, sciencey ship? Hopefully this is not a bug. Oh, one military ship in order. In orbit. Alright, science ship, go back to doing science. I am an idiot. Which should be no surprise at this point. Oh well. Sometimes I'm an idiot, sometimes I display surprising levels of genius. The latter, not so often. There we go. Now, if I recall, I think they made it so... Yeah, these things that you do in space don't interrupt this stuff anymore, which is good. Makes a hell of a lot of sense. Alright, colony ship, that's good. Biolab, I think, is good as well. Alright. Alright, let's build some more people. We need more people, I say. And... yeah. Let's see, can I build another guy? I can. Excellent. And part of me says I should work on science, but I want to get my mineral output through the roof as soon as possible. It also occurs to me, would... Gotta get used to the policies and stuff being in here. If... oh wait, no. What I'm looking for is in here. Question. Would this, which I don't have enough influence for... I was thinking to myself, maybe that would help speed this up. Okay, what do we got? See, though the survivors offered stiff resistance, our boarding party, was able to secure several prisoners from the disabled cultist starship. From them, we have learned this conspiracy goes far deeper than we initially suspected. The agents of the final crucible include several flag officers and high-ranking officials within our government. Oh shit! That's not good. Mass arrests are being made on Gaslight Prime, and all assets belonging to this cult have been seized. However, several of the starships they built in secret remain unaccounted for, and how many of these bloody starships did they get the time to build? Like, god damn it, we're breaking the bank just to have these 5. Where are they getting the funding for this? Like, geez. And again, that's how it is in all fiction. The bad guys have an unlimited bank account somehow, and yet the good guys, when they beat the bad guys, never think to take that unlimited bank account and use it to solve world hunger and cure cancer and AIDS and all that other stuff. Of course, we're robots, so we don't have cancer and AIDS, but if we were organics, that's what we'd want to spend that money on, probably. As well as, any other viruses. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Arrests, assets belonging to the cultist. Oh, we did seize some assets. Could I get some bonuses for that? Minerals and energy credits? No? I thought so. Okay, built in secret, unaccounted for. We've picked up faint ion trails leading to several systems. Gotcha. So basically, you're telling me we're going to have to go there. Let's hop on over to the system log, first of all. I assume that, where are they? Okay, 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Alright. So they're all relatively nearby, and we are going to be popping on over here, which may not be a good idea, because they may have... If they have, like, I don't know. It's straining my suspension of disbelief that they have such vast resources. But I guess sometimes you just have to accept that. Equal sign class ship. That is never going to get old for me. Anyway, but yes, we have all kinds of cool stuff to discover in this new update. We have all the cool Leviathan stuff, which I hope there's some cool space Leviathan somewhere nearby. The big problem, of course, with Leviathans and hyperlanes is that if, for instance, there's a Leviathan, I don't know, like let's say we were stuck in a position where the only hyperlane out was guarded by a Leviathan. Depending on how aggressive said Leviathan was, we may end up finding ourselves in a situation where we're stuck forever and ever and ever and can't get out until we can actually kill the Leviathan. At which point, all of our rivals will have gotten a massive advantage over us. But I think for the time being, let's wrap this episode up here. So until the next time, well, first of all, because this is a new series, it's extra special important, as always, to remember, like, subscribe, comment, leave your thoughts, and let me know what you think of the series thus far and what you want to see going forward with it. But in the meanwhile, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video.